It's almost there.
Running the sanctuary absolutely brings me peace. The work is 100% cathartic for me. You know, I find myself getting tied up in it and being busy, and then it's really nice just to sit, breathe in life, and it's beyond zen.
Ste.Marie Airport Development Corporation, owner and operator of the Ste.Marie, Ontario, Canada Airport, is proud to support the Sioux Curlers Fall Classic and welcome all to beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Go there to get anywhere.
Inaugural Sioux Curlers Association Fall Classic presented by KIOTI Tractor Canada, live from your Community Credit Union Curling Center in beautiful Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. We have a fantastic field of 21 teams, including teams from Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, Northern Ontario, Newfoundland, Labrador, USA, Korea, Japan, and Sweden and Italy, playing for a purse of $90,000 and world ranking points as part of the World Curling Tour. We welcome viewers from around the world to our streaming broadcasts that we are provided on YouTube via Curling Stadium. This has been an exciting event with some of the best teams in the world and the best curling fans. Sheet B is our feature sheet for this afternoon, and it is a C qualifier with Team Carruthers from Manitoba playing Team Shuster from USA, and this is draw number 11. I'm Al Herndon, and I'm joined by Juha Cantabera, who will be the announcing team for this draw. A reminder, there is a chat space available for all those tuning in, so please feel free to access that space and interact with others that are watching the games today. Other games are available, and feel surf the different sheets of ice to find your favorite team or matchup. Sit back and enjoy as we prepare to get this game going. And we're already up and running. Juha, where are we here in the first end?
Carruthers threw up a center guard. Shuster went around it, and Carruthers came up and corner froze, one on the 12-foot. The next shot was a nice bump from Shuster on the intern side. And now you're seeing where that's the total of the rocks right now. Yes.
A little different start to this game than the last game Carruthers had, where there was quite a few blank ends in a row, but they're mixing it up here right away.
That's good. I need a little excitement in my life.
Yeah, this should be a great game. Again, a nice crowd on hand here for these C finals. On sheet A, we have team Nyman from Sweden playing against Mark Keane from Ontario. We have our feature sheet here with Carruthers playing against Olympic champions from the US, Team Shuster. Over on sheet E, we have Trent Gaines from Newfoundland, and they're playing against Team Kim from Korea. And we also have Team Horgan from Sudbury, Northern Ontario, against Team Young from Newfoundland. Yeah, awesome. There'll be 4 very pleased teams when this is over today, as they will be moving on to the quarterfinals this evening, and we'll have 4 disappointed teams that will be eliminated this afternoon. So hope you enjoy this game. We're off to a great start here. So an out-turn pick by the look of it, and he blew it by everything.
They couldn't get any curl on that one.
No, ice has straightened a bit, eh, Juha?
Yeah, a little bit. It's still very, very fast. The humidity's come down. The sun actually come out today, and the humidity on the ice has dropped from about 70% to 60%. So speed is good. Might be just a little bit straighter than it was,
and probably a little quicker as well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Been a great surface to play on. Fans have been treated to some excellent curling by these athletes, and this promises to be a great game as well. Definitely advantage Team Carruthers at the moment.
Trying to stick another one in there in the 4-foot. Has to get it by that center guard. Nope, ticks out front, but it stays in play. Let's see which Team Shuster decides here.
So Brad was Jacobs was attempting to come around there and sink another one underneath the guards, but Feather ticked the guard a bit and didn't stop in a bad place, especially considering that they do not have a hammer, but 2 buried at the moment.
That green that's just outside the ring, that's just touching that's in the 12-foot, I should say, is definitely usable if required. So I think that's what Schuster's looking at here is a run. It looks like he's looking at playing the green, running into the green. At least that seemed to be my first, what I thought it was his first indication. Looking at it a bit.
I don't see anything else here, Juha, so I spent a fair bit of time looking at this, but basically I think they got to just jam that green back into the others there and see what happens.
Yeah, that's the call. Looks like a fair amount of weight here. He's just got the broom right beside the rock. Comes a shot.
So third, Chris Police has thrown this one with an in-turn firm hit, looking to do some damage with those rocks on the 4-foot. He got one of them. And looking to in turn draw around those guards once again, hoping this time to avoid touching anything out front. Still lots of curl here, Juha. You're right. There's probably 5 feet, eh?
Yeah,
So
4.5 to 5. Yeah, and I'm sure with the curl sweep they can get it to go a little bit more if they have to, if it's got the right weight.
So Brad Jacobs with his last shot, trying to get himself in behind those guards and lay 2 buried.
Trying to get this rock to curl. Weight looks good. Don't want it too deep. Like to have it second shot.
Exactly what they were looking for. Oh, nothing right now. Oh.
Got to mute your mic there, Al.
Just a reminder, there is a chat space, so love to hear from you guys out there watching around the world. Let us know where you're at and your thoughts about the curling.
Looks like Carruthers is lying 2. The second shot is pretty cool. The 2 that would be second shot are pretty close, but I think green is second shot here.
Again, they're taking a fair bit of time on this. That yellow one on the 8-foot is exposed, so I think they're looking at if they could squeeze it by there, they could probably do get to those green ones, but or they're going to do a double peel here, try to get out of this.
Just going to try to limit the damage here. Open it up. Make sure you can score in this end.
So Christopher's last shot here, the first end. Out turn, peel.
Looks pretty good. It's going to be a nose. I think they were hoping that yellow one there would interact with that pile that was in the rings, but it did not.
So still laying 2, but I'm going to guess that they're going to have to go after that yellow one now. A little hit and flop would seem to be the call. As Brad just
I think that's the call. There is that guard out front. If you can get half in behind that yellow one that's out front, would make a very interesting end. Even a quarter buried wouldn't be too bad.
So this would be to lay 4 in the first end. Definitely the force is on here, but you make a good one here, it also sets up a possibility of a steal. So Reid, they got about 6 inches of ice here. I'm going to guess it'll probably be a board weight in that area.
Something that they can control with sweeping.
Yeah, be a controlled weight for sure.
They definitely want to get across the face here, just a little bit on the low side.
Out turn with control weight, and they're on this.
We're on right away. It's moving good. No.
Just cleaning it. Line looks great.
Looks really good.
Over curled a slight bit, but still pretty good.
I would agree.
Just a reminder to everybody out there that quarterfinals go tonight at 8 o'clock. There'll be 8 teams left playing for the big cash. Hope we have a great turnout. I know we will, but certainly if you're looking at wanting to do something fun tonight, come on over to the curling club for $15. You can get in and watch some of the best players in the world play. I would probably say you probably should get her early to secure getting in the building tonight.
Yes, we do have a capacity limit in the building.
So John Schuster's looking at an intern hit here. Can he get a couple of these? I think he can, eh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. If he gets both, I don't know if he'll stick around. No, if he gets the back green one, he might.
Again, this is peel weight. They're just cleaning it out. Now they're trying to make it curl a bit. That is hanging out. He got 2.
Jammed on the back one.
Okay, so what's that look like then?
I think the yellow one is.
Yeah, so
I think that green one on the back is 4th shot.
So they're laying at least 2 Carruthers.
Correct.
And 3rd shot is up for grabs here. We're not quite sure. Might be yellow, eh?
Yeah, I think at least from the overhead, it looks like it would be yellow.
It's probably irrelevant anyway, because Carruthers is going to play an out-turn draw, probably trying to get it half buried and force John Schuster to probably play an in-turn draw to the button.
Yeah. Brad's indicating top of the forefoot there.
Yeah.
If you'd like to get it, the rock that's there right now on the forefoot partially covered.
Yeah, this is
a little bit of quarter covered would be really nice.
It's a great opportunity right here. A little straighter this side, looking at the ice. Lots of rotation.
A lot of straight sweep here. Trying to keep it in line. Don't want to over curl.
No.
Weight looks pretty good. I needed to curl some more. Well, that's good there too.
In turn draw to the button for Schuster to score his point.
That one, the last one from Reid, could have been a little deeper. Would have made the draw a little bit tougher for.
Yeah, the call was top
John
button, right? So that would have certainly taken the line away from the button away and made this a little more taxing. But this is doable.
They jump on this rock right away. So the sweepers must think it needs some help to get down there.
He's got it out there.
For sure. Oh, here it comes.
They're going at this. And
very nice. Got a piece of the button.
Great shot. So after the first end, it's 1-0 for Team Schuster. We'll be right back.
In my experience, if you work the land, you got to be a jack of all trades. You gotta have a little bit of optimism, a little bit of idealism, and a whole lot of get-go.
And we're back. Shuster was throwing center guard, but that slipped into the rings. And Carruthers has put up a corner. Now John has asked for another center guard. Doesn't want this one in the rings. Would like it to be touching the center line if you can. Sweepers are just watching it. Just escorting it down, and now they're sweeping it a bit to get it to curl. Reid's looking at if he nose hits that yellow one, would it be in the rings? He's ignoring that and going around the corner guard. So the game is on.
So an in-turn draw around the corner guard that they put there. And this looks like this is going to be an aggressive game. Which
I hope so.
Great for everybody at home and certainly the fans here. Even us.
For sure. Keeps us awake.
We'll get you updated on some of these scores in a minute here.
Nice draw around that corner. Fully buried. Maybe peeked out just an inch or two on the other side, but well played.
Just having a chance to look over on the other side there, looks like Trent Gaines from Newfoundland, Labrador just got 4 in the first end, so that's quite a nice start.
That's a big end. Yeah, that's a big end.
Against Team Kim from Korea. I'm sure there's lots of people on the rock watching that game.
And Team Shuster was trying to follow Team Carruthers down, trying to get on the face of the Carruthers green rock, and comes up a little bit wide. Weight was good. Line wasn't that great. Reid is asking for kind of a back line to hack weight here to move that yellow one back line, to move that yellow one into the back of the rings and try to flop on top of their own green one. If they accomplish that, they'll be lying too.
In turn for Derek here. They are going at this. It is tight to the guard. That's on the guard. May get lucky and roll it into the rings for 4th shot.
I think he was a little light.
Yeah, I think looking more for about a hack weight there. That wasn't hack.
Yeah, no. I think that's what he needed with that ice was hack.
Yes. So out-turn hit coming up here for the Shuster team, Matt Hamilton. Great that we had 3 teams from the States here this week. We're right behind the sheet. That was well thrown. Should be fine here. Trying to make it curl.
Trying to get it to curl a bit.
And now laying 3.
First indication from Reid is to double those 2 yellow ones off. Looks like a normal weight hit here. About half a rock. They should both disappear.
Just to control weight, eh? Not too heavy.
Yeah.
He's not making a double on this one. This one is curling. Looks like a nose hit to me.
Definitely. Now John has indicated that he would like Chris to hit and roll behind the center guards. They are all staggered out there, so they're not really usable yet. Trying to get this one to curl now. It's a bit more weight than...
that's going to roll outside and maybe hung around.
Yeah, that was a little bit heavier than what Derek threw on his hit. So it is a little bit weight sensitive, it looks like, on how much it will curl. Reid's asking if they want to play the double or the draw. I think Brad has indicated he'd rather play the draw.
Yeah, we're getting late in the end here. This is an opportunity to get around. There'll be no blank here. They need to go now.
But he's about 8 inches in on the 8 foot. So needs to curl about 4 feet, a little bit better, keeping it straight. Looks like it's got a lot of weight.
Yeah, I think they can curl this.
They're waiting. Looks very good. Right on the button. Covering the pinhole. John Schuster's is calling for a shot to follow that down from Chris.
So in other games on sheet A, Mark Keane is up 1-0 against Team Nyman from Sweden. Already mentioned about the Skanes team up 4-0. And then Team Horgan from Sudbury has a 2-0 lead over Nathan Young from St. John's. So out-turn draw, just trying to lean on this. I think you are.
Yep. I don't think he'd be disappointed if he moved it a bit. Doesn't want to bounce off of it, though. Here it comes. Trying to keep it straight. Does he have enough weight to move it? He does not. Comes up a little bit short. Reid's asking Brad to corner freeze to it. If he does make the perfect corner, he'll have a little bit of his green rock sticking out. should have a pretty good idea about weight. They just threw it, so I'm sure the sweepers will keep a very keen eye on it.
So by making that freeze, he shrunk the scoring area down for sure. Have to wait and see here exactly where Brad puts this one. I think they're asking for a corner freeze.
They were, yep. Looks a little heavy.
Now they're trying to get it by. They probably need to get it by quite a bit.
A little bit more than that. I don't know if they needed to sweep that. I'm wondering if they would have just left it. If it would have been fine. Could have done a little bit of a curl sweep on that one because it was basically T-line weight.
Yeah, it just got caught in between a bit.
Yeah, I think that might have been just an error in sweeping on that one. Could have got it to curl a little bit more.
Outturn, he was tight on that out of his hand. They're keeping it straight though. It's close. And he got it. Was a little tight, but got away with it on that one. So great sweeping.
And and Colin Huffman there almost did a face plant, but caught himself. Wouldn't want to see that in the competition. And Reid's now planning on opening it up. Going to play the yellow back into the green, hoping to kind of squeeze that green one over to the left-hand side of the sheet as we are looking at it, the right-hand side as you're watching it on TV, or not TV. Well, it might be watching it on your home TV, but on YouTube.
So this is kind of a reversal, this end of what the first end was like. Team with the hammer is in trouble.
Well, they were hoping it would bounce a little bit higher and get jammed onto those two, at least that one yellow one on the full on the 12-foot, but that didn't happen. Now it is wide open. The force is actually fully there. John's first indication is to put one top 8-foot fully in the 12, and I guess that would be to induce, possibly to induce Reid to play a double, but if it's too far out, obviously he can't do that because he wouldn't be shot if he did a nose hit. So this is probably going to force a draw.
So just biting?
He actually indicated originally like touching the 8. Just deep enough that if he nose hits it, he won't be shot. It's pretty well where we wanted it, right there. So nose hit will not get you shot.
So an outturn draw against 4 for Reid Carruthers here in the second end.
Has to get at least to the 8-foot to cut out 3 of them. Needs to get almost to the button to get shot.
big shot here.
Yep. Definitely want to at least get to the 8 foot. Don't want to give up any more than one here. Obviously would prefer to score one. Sweepers haven't touched it. Looks like a lot of weight. This could be an ton of weight.
This is skating.
Really slow down.
1, 2, for sure.
2 for sure. I think that's 2. It's 2. I'm going to put a stick on it. I'm going to put the measuring stick on it to see if it is. From the overhead, it doesn't look like it's 3, but we'll see after the measure.
So just 2. So at the end of the second end, it's 3-0 for Team Shuster. We'll be back in a moment.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
At Coyote, we know that when the weekend rolls around, you have 2 choices. Kick up your feet or kick up some dirt. If only all decisions would be so easy. Coyote, we dig dirt.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
An iron horse leads you north. A wooded canyon draws you in. Where am I?
And we're back. So the end started with John asking Colin to put one on in the rings. Reid asked Connor to throw up a corner, and now he's throwing the other corner, and in between John asked Colin to put another one in the ring. So Schuster's lying 2 in the 4 foot, and after this Reid's going to have 2 corner guards.
So a reminder that this is a C event qualifier. The loser of this game is eliminated from competition for the rest of the weekend. So I'm going to guess that Team Carruthers is going to be doing their best to try to get a deuce back here and get back in this game. Mark Keane from Ontario stole one in the second end, so they are up 2-0 now on the team from Sweden. And we'll keep an eye on the two games on the other side that involved a couple of teams from Newfoundland and Labrador, which is awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate them coming all this way to play in our little bonspiel. Matt put up a center guard, and now Reid's going to ask Derek to deal with those two in the rings. Looks like he wants to just move them around. So he got by just barely. Actually got underneath.
Over curled.
Over curled.
So out-turn hit. A couple of inches of ice, and they're just keeping it clean. Now they're trying to make it work a bit. That is hanging out there. That has some curling to do. Oh, they got it squeezed by.
And it's behind the corner guard now. Fully buried. And Reid's asking for a draw to the face of that rock in the forefoot. So they're sweeping for line. Now they're sweeping for distance.
Well, he
just a little tick. Just a little light.
So the struggles continue here in the second or third end for the Carruthers
Yeah,
team.
they're not quite on their game right now.
No. Struggling a bit with the weight. So the team from the States is going to stay aggressive here. They could go up and start peeling off those guards, but I think they're feeling like this is an opportunity to try to get another steal out of this. Working on this one hard.
Keeping it straight.
They are tight to that guard. They're going to get by, but they might be a little bit heavy. A little bounce back maybe.
Yeah, it's going to move it a bit.
Not bad though.
So Reid's asking Brad for about a back 8-foot weight here. He'd like to move that yellow one out of the forefoot, and he'd like to get to at least 3/4 of that yellow one that's in the forefoot, so he doesn't roll to the left.
It's a little overburied, Juha, so he's going to have to skinny this guard.
Yeah, he's going to have to squeeze it pretty hard.
So intern tap, we're working on this. And that is on the guard, I think.
No,
No,
I
he's
think he's got it by.
Great sweeping there. Exactly what they needed. That was a great sweep. He hung that rock up.
I think that was a lot more weight than he asked for.
Yes, because
So
they got
John,
right out of the rings.
Yeah. So John's asking for a hit here, possibly a hit and roll. Get behind cover again. If he rolls too far, then the back yellow one's available to draw to.
That one's curling.
Looks pretty good. Just going to be...
Okay.
Reid doesn't like the look of this. He's asking Brad if he wants to clear the front. Possibly get that green one going back into the pile.
So he's giving Brad the options from the other end, which
it's taking Reid's going out there to take a look at where he has to hit this yellow one.
So in turn, trying to blast this back into his own green, back into the ones in the rings. Trying to make this look a little tidier. What a great shot.
That opens it up. Now they'll have at least be able to see the 4-foot on their last one. Well played. I don't know if John wants to stay there or if he wants to roll behind one of the corners here. What do you think, Al?
Well, if he sits right there, he will set up the double, which could also be a double and stick behind the corner. So I'm going to guess he's going to try to roll this a little high side. And they're going at this, trying to keep it straight. Yeah, they're trying to roll this a bit.
It's pretty well a nose hit.
So that double is there to roll behind it. Or even roll on top of the one behind the corner.
Both corners do belong to the Carruthers team, so they're good to roll behind.
So the first indication I saw Brad Jacobs make there was make the hit and roll over and just pop that one that's behind the corner guard over a bit and lay there probably half buried, but with a good angle. He's going to be throwing a little bit more weight than this. There's not much ice there, so this is probably firm. Out turn, lots of weight. This is a firm hit. Needs about 3/4 of the rock to hit and roll over onto
It's
that.
asking for a little curly sweep here.
And underneath it.
Underneath. It is wide open, so that's the only good thing for Reid right now. Schuster again is looking at throwing it into the top, just touching the top 8 foot so that Reid can't play a hit and stay for one, making him draw again.
So out turn draw from John Schuster to get to just biting the 8 foot, I'm going to guess.
Yes.
And kind of shrink that scoring area down where Reid will probably have to go the same route.
Sweepers aren't touching this one.
Unless this goes a little deep, and then he might just go for the straight hit. Just about where he wanted, so it'd be either a draw for one. They're kind of looking at it and maybe thinking about, can we make this double and get out of here with a blank?
The double is definitely there.
And they just played it.
They are down 3. You definitely don't want to give up another one here. To go down 4 after 3 ends. No, he's playing the hits.
Again, another nice crowd here today. UHA for afternoon. Yep. They're maybe a little bit down a bit, but some people probably resting up for tonight.
I would imagine.
Quarterfinal.
It's been a long week.
Yes. And
feels like a week anyway.
Great job by our committee. Want to thank all our volunteers. Our organizing committee, as usual, do a great job with their roles. Out turn.
They're keeping it straight. Doesn't look.
That's over the top.
It's going over the top. Yep. So after 3 ends, it's 4-0 Team Schuster over Team Carruthers. We'll be back.
We lost part of our forest to fire several years ago. We decided to stay and help it recover. People who have heavy machinery have the opportunity to reach out and help their neighbors for the common good.
When your people are ready, your business is ready. Cintas makes sure they have what they need to perform their best, whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, fire protection systems that are tested and inspected, first aid and safety supplies, floor mats, or cleaning tools and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better workdays happen together.
And we're back. John asked Colin to put his first one in the 4 foot, and he did. And Reid asked Connor to throw up the corner card, and that is up there as well. And another draw to the rings from Colin. Now Reid's asked Connor to go around the corner. No, I'm incorrect. He's asked for the other corner.
While I have the chance, I just again want to thank our sponsors that have come through and become our corporate partners for the next 3 years. We're excited about that. KIOTI Tractor Canada for being our presenting sponsor, and we have numerous others that I'll mention as we go through the broadcast today. I know the players are enjoying staying at the Delta waterfront as the host hotel. Great place to go. And Tourism Sault Ste. Marie, who are great partners of the game of curling here in Sault Ste. Marie. Could not run an event like this without local support like that.
John asked Matt to put up the center guard, and that's been accomplished. Now Reid's got to do something here. He needs to move some rocks around.
Yeah, it's go time here now. These 8 end games go by pretty quickly, and we're in end number 4, so
need a multiple score here to get back in the game.
out turn. Good shot.
Good shot. Keeps his guard out front. Anything green out front will be helping Reid right now. John's indicated that he would like to go around that green one. Interesting call.
So lots of times people would go up there with a 4-0 lead and start peeling away, but I guess what his thinking here is, if I go peel it, there are 2 corner guards, right? So he's deciding to continue to be aggressive for now.
He is going behind one of Reid's rocks, so that'll be interesting, because I would assume that if he does make it. No, a little rub. A wiki tiki.
Yeah, so that one there gives them an opportunity to make the double and roll behind the guard. And at this point, that's what they have to do, is start making good shots to get back in this game. How?
So Reid's indicated to Derek that I think they're going to take a shot at the double here.
Yeah, they need some big shots. They need them now. Trying to make this curl.
Really hanging out there. Hoping that the green one sticks around. And it does. Spins back into the rings. John's asking Chris to just take this out and roll in. So he'll be line 2. Nice shot by Chris.
So we have 3 other C qualifiers going on right now. see if we can't get to the scores.
Reid is asking Brad to draw around that green center guard and corner that yellow one that's just at the top of the 4 foot. And that's exactly what he wanted.
Mark Keem from Ontario has a 2-1 lead, playing the 4th against team Nyman from Sweden. It's 5-0 now for Skanes, playing the 3rd end, and 2-1 for Horgan against Young.
John's having a little conversation with the second and device. The lead staying back where he should be, just minding his own business.
Right. So they're looking at this, thinking straight peel is probably the call.
It would be difficult to get rid of both greens.
Or guard. That would be very aggressive.
I would agree. Looks like they decided on the guard. So outturn draw to a guard. I don't think he doesn't want to move that green one. He definitely wants to be in front of it.
Yeah, he wants to have an angle here so they can't make a drill back and get rid of both. So that's close. Can he get by that front one and get that green one going back in the other green?
I don't think so, but he can definitely get the green one going into, as Reid indicated, into that yellow one that's over on our left, and if you're watching, on your right. He could take the yellow across the top of that green one, but again, as in the previous end, that would open everything up. There is the green one. Both green corners can be moved in as well. You can slash both of those into the green one that's in the rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both there.
I think the best shot is if they could ever skinny by that and put it onto that green one that's frozen on the yellow one in the 4 foot. That would be the best case scenario, but they would have to squeeze that by, and not with a lot of weight either.
Now they're looking at the angle slash here, driving it into the green one. Need to hit about a half a rock. These are always tough, especially out there when you don't normally throw a lot of hits out that far.
So I don't see this being a rocket. This is probably a control weight because they want to make those greens stick around in the rings.
Looks like a comfortable weight.
Trying to make this curl a bit.
Make it curl. That was a good option too. Didn't quite hit it thick enough, but that was more like a plan E or F.
Yes.
There's a possible double there. It's a fairly flat double, but I'm sure Reid can throw it that hard, so they don't have to get the second yellow one out of the rings. They just have to get it into the 12-foot. But it looks like John's going to try to draw around the everything that's in the rings, or throw a guard, one or the other. But it looks like a draw.
Yeah, I don't think another guard is going to serve any purpose, so I think you're right.
No.
I think he's coming top four.
Sure doesn't want to leave the angle, though.
And you don't want to...
want to be short.
Yeah.
Or chip off one of the green ones.
I was going to say chipping off would be the worst thing that they could do, I think, here. Definitely hanging out there.
Here it comes.
So back four.
So Shuster lying first and second. And Carruthers only has 2 rocks left. Here's the thought. That green one that's out, the green. I don't think he can hit it. He'd have to hit it pretty thin to drive that green into the other 2 greens. It would take out the yellow one that's in the top 4-foot. The other green would go across, take out that other yellow one that's in the edge of the 8-foot. I don't know if he's got enough room to do anything with the inside green one. He's looking at where he would have to. Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
He's got to hit about a quarter rock, eh?
Yeah, might even be a little less than that.
Yeah.
So green to green, and take out 2 yellows. If you're scoring this game and he makes this one, give him a 5. It's like the billiard shot here.
Maybe about an 1/8 of a rock.
Yeah, it isn't a lot.
Quarter probably does make contact with that top green. That's just half an 8-foot.
Yeah. It's probably an 1/8 of a rock. I think you're right, Al. It isn't a lot.
Well, I'd like to see that just to see where these rocks all fly. This could be a game changer right here. They need something good to happen because so far, not so much.
Well, no, way too thick. Way too thick.
Yeah, that was about half a rock.
I think John here is looking at what am I going to leave him? Doesn't want to leave him anything where he can get rid of those 2 yellow ones.
So Team Keene is up 3-1 on Team Nyman after 4 ends. That's on sheet A. This is the game we're following on sheet B. Over on the other side on sheet F, looks like the Korean team, Team Kim, scored 2 in the third to make it 5-2. And over on the far sheet, it's 2-1 playing the fourth end for Team Oregon from Sudbury over the other team from Newfoundland, Team Young.
So John's playing the hit and roll here. They were keeping it straight. Now they're still trying to keep it straight. They're trying to get to the inside of that rock.
And
straight shot.
Exactly what they called.
I think the only shot that Reid has here is to draw to the full 4 foot. Nothing out front's going to get rid of that one in the back 4 foot. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you think, Al?
Well, I think that Team Shuster is going to steal again.
I don't understand this call at all, but that's why I'm sitting up here.
So there's that yellow one on the back 4 foot. That's the one that Shuster drew on his first one. I think that would be the only way to score is to come down to that one, or they could play an in-turn draw too. So I'm not sure what this is.
He's got nothing.
Yeah.
I think they may be shaking hands here.
So a steal of three. And so the final score in this game is 7-0 for Team Shuster from USA. Congratulations to them. They played a great game. And we will see you tonight at 8 o'clock for the quarterfinals.
Running the sanctuary absolutely brings me peace. The work is 100% cathartic for me. You know, I find myself getting tied up in it and being busy, and then it's really nice just to sit, breathe in life, and it's beyond zen.